Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Last Days of Europe with me, Alpha Pi Omega, in Spears, Germany. So in the last episode we have officially ended the Fall Grau and Fall Süd. Fall Grau was a big success. We managed to take all of Heydrich's Germany and then move north, where we have taken the cities of Rostock, Lübeck, Kiel and Flensburg and Hamburg. But, we had Hamburg in the beginning, but we pretty much secured the fact that Hamburg is going to be ours for now and foreseeable future. Where we failed in more than one way was Fall Süd, where we managed to get across the river that was between us and Bormann's Germany, but we didn't achieve the major goal, which was to save the students' divisions that rose up in the enemy territory and moved towards our lines. But they were never able to get, they captured Stuttgart and then moved south. And unfortunately, our forces weren't able to break through to them, and unfortunately, these units were eliminated. At this point, I think we are going to wait. We are going to do minor operations if we see it fit. I think, for example, in the south, we could push a bit further. There is a very nice target here. We could also try to even out the territory in this area. There are some places where we are very well prepared to attack. Same thing in the north, where we can attack. But again, at this point we are going to wait. We need to finish the Nationale Kriegshilfsorganisation, which is basically a national war support organization, and get the arms from our brothers, which will allow us to better equip our units and get a bit of a stockpile. We still have a bunch of divisions here that need to be majorly transformed. Even if we just transform them into infantry divisions, we would be short by about 500-600 rifles and about 1500 anti-tank equipment, and we also have a deficit of at least 300. So what I think I'm gonna do with these units, we're gonna rotate them. You guys are going to drill now, because I'd like to. Yeah, let's do the entire army. We'll hope that we won't get under any quick attack or anything, and we'll see if they will manage to get some power. We'll see. In the north, our units are under constant attack. There isn't much that we can do here, but I'm gonna send all of the units to the front line, hold them there. And in case an opportunity presents itself, we are going to attack. Now, I would like to dedicate this episode to looking around the world a bit to get a grasp of what is going on where, because there has been a lot of things happening, and I'd like to keep in touch with the current affairs. So let's start with the English Civil War. So we have the two factions here. We have the Provisional Government, which is Her Majesty's Loyal something. I always forget the name. For English War on Kingdom of England. And they're fighting against Militärverwaltung der Britischen Inseln, which is our ex-puppet, and against Kingdom of England. Now these units are this war is most likely fairly even, so let's check it out and see what the situation is. So where do we have it? It's an English government. Actually, can't we click on it like this? No, it won't show us the stats. Wow, there's so many things happening. English Civil War. Okay, so the losses are pretty much the same on both sides, slightly higher on the side that is loyal to us, but they also have a more of fielded manpower. They have way less factories though, so unfortunately that doesn't bode well for us. We'll see how it's gonna develop. As far as this war goes, we know that we have hit Bormann and Göring pretty heavily, caused them quite a lot of casualties, but we lost a lot of men as well. So we'll need to, take a chill pill for now. We also need to gain a bit more fuel, because we don't have any reserves at this point. Poland actually won its war and is currently independent, which is interesting. They're under the government of provisional government. They're under the government of provisional government. Bulgaria had issues, but I don't see that at war with anyone. They said they're fighting with Macedonia, so they probably are going to have a conflict in this area. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start with this. Well, all of our Reichskommissariats here have collapsed into civil war. Let's start by you. Are you at war with anyone? No, you aren't. So, government der Krim is independent. They get one division though, so if anyone declares war on them, they will get swallowed. Reichskommissariat Ukraine is at war with two nations. That is the Ukrainian war on Ukrainian Socialist Republic and Ukrainian war on Republic of Ukraine. Okay, so which one would that be? Austrian Civil War. Muscovian's dissolution. Ukrainian Civil War. So we have Reichskommissariat. Okay, so they're winning against the Ukrainian Soviet, and they're winning against the Republic of Ukraine. Okay, so this looks like Reichskommissariat Ukraine might survive this. Reichskommissariat Caucasian is actually still alive. I don't think there's much we can speak about in Muscovian. This is just utter chaos. I think that everyone is at war with everyone at this point, though I have a feeling that the diplomacy... No, okay, it's working again. Yeah, wherever we click, people just attack each other. Special Forces Shishki is actually kind of interesting. They declared war on a number of enemies. Piechotná grupa, motostrelková grupa. They got roughly 25,000 men, so I don't know how efficient they can be. This area is just a mess. What about St. Petersburg? I know that this was an independent nation, Operationszone St. Petersburg, led by Dietrich von Sauken. One day the full story will be told, the story of millions of souls, each with their own tale. The more Europe scars open, the more we will know. Well, how are you guys doing? You have 5 divisions fighting against Ingria, which has about 5 divisions as well. Partizanský otriad and Motoseková divizia. Well, I have a feeling that these guys might fall. Though they're at war with SS Aktionsgruppe Moskowian as well. And those are at war with Veliki Luki. Jesus. SPG winners. Statocratic communism. Oh, they're led by Dmitry Medvedev. Okay, that's unexpected. Nice. Georg von Plattenberg. Well, okay. Now let's see what's going in the south of Africa. So SHIELD, which is these 3 nations, are fighting with Union of South Africa. They're allied also with the Boer Republic. Okay, now all of them are actually fighting. So this is the African War on the Reichskommissariat Central Africa, South African War. So wait, can we see that? Ukrainian Civil War. South African War. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting, but very one-sided. Boer Republic and the countries of the Shield have together roughly 600,000 men, while Union of South Africa has roughly 220,000 men. So they're gone. They're pretty much gone. That is a given. Okay, the wars continue even here. Kind of interestingly, the Divine Mandate of Siberia is still at war with this Siberian war on Irkutsk. So how is this going? Magadan is at war with... Yeah, these guys are still fighting. Siberian War on Irkutsk. Tomsk is fighting the Siberian Black Army. Oh, this is such a mess. God was the United States who are staying out of this. Anyway, let's unpause and arrest. We should be getting fuel stockpiled fairly soon. We're getting, I think these numbers are kind of. Oh, by the way, welcome to 1964. In Moscovians' darkest time, Operation Zone Adolfstadt has robbed SPG winners of Destiny's blessing. War is hell. Actually, someone mentioned that there was a story that you could read here, but I don't see it here. But hey, Operation Zone Adolfstadt actually destroyed the SPG winners, so yeah, they were annexed. Well, at least we saw Comrade Dmitry Medvedev there. El Comando Militar Argelino declared war on Il Territorio Militare. Oh, that's Algerino. Oh, great, civil war in Algeria. Who could have guessed? 4 against. Yeah, this is fairly equal. So it's oligarchy against colonial government. And I wonder if Italy is gonna intervene in Croatia. That's something that we haven't seen either. Okay, daily gain for some reason is now 312, while it was 700 before. We have from refining 120 and from free fuel 144. What's going on? Have we been buying fuel from somewhere? Daily consumption is 0. Daily gain is 312. I feel like that might actually fix itself. It might be because of the production being updated still. We'll see. And hey, we can get an agent. Nice, finally. So we can get Monica Köhler, Safecracker and Seducer, Uwe Wipfert, or Erika Bergland. No, I guess Monica Köhler is the best one, even if she doesn't have the skill that we want. And we're gonna be sent straight up to routing resistance. Down here, I need your aid. The Algerian War. According to local reports, hostilities have begun in Algeria between Italian and Iberian troops, as military forces from both sides have begun to mobilize. While no declaration of war was officially made by either country, it seems like a new war has begun in Algerian deserts, and the victors will claim the entirety of the country for themselves. Nominally still controlled by the French state, Algeria was de facto divided up between Italian and Iberian spheres of influence after World War II, as settlers from both countries made their way into the interior of the country. Now, as complex webs of alliances between the two rival powers, native organizations and Payeds, Noir, militias have shifted into a war. Two former allies are at each other's throats over domination of the Western Mediterranean and over Algeria's vast oil reserves. Hopefully the conflict won't escalate. See, now I'm wondering what I'm missing, because you guys mentioned that... wait, what did I do? Quick to minimize? Events pop up. Yeah, mine not pop up. Give me everything. Ha! Okay. What did it said? Event queue. No. I want that here. So, yeah, our daily gain is now 744. And daily consumption is 0. So we should be getting fuel. I don't know why we are not getting fuel. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna let the game do its thing and look into it later. So you guys can fight between each other. That is fine. That's gonna make you only weaker, while we are going to hopefully start. Oh, Göring's Germany is actually not doing good. So Bormann is winning this. Yeah, this is Göring's Germany, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll need to start a southern offensive because this is not looking good for our friend or enemy here. Because if we let him win the attack, it is going to eventually hurt us significantly. Okay, you are not at war at this point. Okay, so will we start gaining fuel or what's up with this? Total required. I don't understand what's going on. 46, 87. Oh, now we're getting it. Okay, cool. So we were probably re-equipping our units that were without fuel with the fuel that, you know, they ought to have but didn't have. So any kind of offensive has to be made in the south. That's pretty much what the game is telling me here. They actually sent more units to our borders. Okay, the provisional government of the Russian state declared war on the Principality of Vyatka. Okay, again, nothing is here at this point. So with the fact that we're getting fuel, I think we might want to... Bormann's Germany. So Bormann is the one that's winning, right? Yeah. Okay, so we need to call Bormann a bit. So these are... Okay, you can't get in there. But you can support this. So this is most likely going to increase daily consumption, yeah, to 925, but we can do it. And this is going to give us a quick and decisive victory. And with this quick and decisive victory, we can also attack in the next area. The Khanate of Koshketau declared war on the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic, and we finished the National Kriegshilfsorganisation. The National War Support Organization is an oversight board suggested by Speer. This organization will organize the entirety of our civilian and military war apparatus into a single, easily manageable organization that will oversee our entire war effort. The benefits of streamlining everything pertaining to war is obvious. Our administrators can easily shift resources to whatever sectors need material the most. Strict guidelines and quotas will ensure that our military production runs at peak efficiency and our military will get whatever supplies it needs quicker and more consistently. This is the fight for our lives. We must fight with every means available to us. Nothing less than total war will suffice. So add Nationale Kriegshilfsorganisation, which grants non-combat auto supply penalties by 5 and lowered supply consumption. Now, what we need here is we need arms from our brothers, which take 45 days, but will give us 2,000 improved infantry rifles, 1,000 basic anti-tank weapons, and 1,500 support equipment. That's actually the important part. Okay, so we are losing a bit of fuel, but that's fine. And now what we're gonna do here is attack here, support here, and attack here. This is the same situation. Okay. Now they're launching a counterattack, but that just means that we can attack here towards Erfurt with these units, because they are actually losing a bit of their capacity. Okay, current daily consumption is 1.3 thousand. We have nowhere near enough for that. But the small offensive should draw up the attention of our enemy. Okay. Okay. Well, the fuel is going to go bye-bye, but we'll capture a bit of territory. So, what the hell is this? Greece is now at war with the Italian Empire. In Monaco war on Greece, Italian war on Greece. Why is Italy attacking Greece? Well, I expect a thorough information from our secret service here. Okay. In Muscovian's darkest times, SS Aktientruppe Muscovian has robbed partisan formation 13 of Destiny. Blessing. Okay, all of these SS Aktiengruppes I support because I believe that eventually they are going to be able to give us something. Or rejoin us or something like that. So let's hope that that's gonna work. Okay, after we finish with these two attacks, we are going to stabilize the line for a bit again. And wait, so 50's artillery armament upgrade has been finished. Which is in the support? No. Wait, was it really here? Oh, it was really here. Okay. Compounding on our designs, these shells pack a higher yield for a lower cost. Effective at softening hard targets as well as providing fire support, they are a must-have in modern warfare. So we get extra soft attack, anti-air. I don't think that's the king at this point. Anti-tank would be much better. This is ahead of time. So we've already started the era industrial robots. So I think that we might continue with industry management for... Okay, let's get that one. Okay, so the line has moved here. The line is moving here. But again, we lost a bit of fuel, so we'll need to wait. Okay, guys. I actually need to move to Dessau. Okay, so the attack has been successful. I don't think that did much, but if it's gonna drag in some of the enemy troops, it will still be good. Stuttgart is the city that we ought to look at. So let's wait for some more fuel. Yeah, we need to reinforce our army's fuel reserve. I think that we need to get at least a couple of thousand in reserve here before we can do anything. I mean, we could get very close to Leipzig here. Würzburg and Stuttgart, all of these are very aluminum and rubber. 30. Wait, what is... Can I increase this? What does this do? No, what did I do? I don't want to do this, come on. Get back down. Oh god damn it, I can't lower it? What the hell did I do? No! Oh god damn it. Okay, then increases GDP growth. Oh, that's a new one. And increases stability, but that is not what I wanted. Come on. Why can't I do anything with that? No! I thought that I could test it and then just get down with it, but... Wait, what is this? No. In the aftermath of the 14th Farmer invasion, the US forces of the Philippines conquered the... okay. So Philippines are under control of what we need them to get. I think we might launch an operation attack against Stuttgart, because that would give us a fighting chance. Yeah, we lost all the factories for the helicopters. I guess that doesn't hurt us all that much. But I would really like this to not be the case. In Moscovian's darkest time, Council of the Russian Republic has lost Operationsgruppe Orloi of Destiny's Blessing. Oh no. Council of the Russian Republic defeated them. War is hell. Yeah. Okay, and now I can't even access that screen. Council of Russian Republic is now at war with Shishki. Oh, come on. Now I can't even do that. Damn, how did I get to that screen anyway? Oh, here it was. Come on, can't you... Why can't I lower you? Consumer goods... For what? Aluminum and rubber. Yeah, this is broken. This is completely broken. Volksige Beobachter. The US FIP unites the Philippines. The seeming unending decades-long conflict within the Philippines have come to an end as Wendell Fertig of the United States forces in the Philippines have emerged triumphant from the fog of war. With relations breaking down between the communist forces of the AFRSR, the islands were forced into another three-way conflict, resulting in untold chaos and devastation within the islands. And now the US FIP stands tall as the victor of the war, eliminating the Japanese and the communist rebels. General Wendell Fertig has announced to the world that he will begin reconstruction of the battered island chains and for the return of a civilian government to the Isles once the reconstruction process is finished. Aside from the disgruntled politicians in Tokyo, the world breathes a sigh of relief of another nation as another nation bears the torch of freedom. Okay, well, our fuel is now getting better, so we might try to launch yet another attack. I think pushing towards Stuttgart is the right way to go. Oh wait, did we get enough? Yeah, we now have enough anti-tank equipment as well. Okay, that's good. Are they reinforced Halva? But I don't think that's such a big issue. We can actually... Yeah, I think the right way to go here would be to push against Würzburg. So let's try this. We need to constantly keep pressure on them. Let's see, this current daily consumption is 450. Daily gain is 744. So this operation does not limit us in our fuel gain. Nixon declares national emergency concerning South Africa. 2 months ago, the war in South Africa began. Though the Organization of Free Nations intervention took the initial steam out of the Shield's offensive, the war has bogged down into a slower, more brutal affair. Amidst military mobilization among the OFN's member states, vicious fighting consumes the savannah and the cities caught in the crossfire. However, many believe this will change soon. As a wave of pro-war demonstrations washes over the United States, President Nixon issued a proclamation declaring the war a national emergency, claiming the war is a threat to world peace in the form of Nazi expansionism. The national emergency authorizes the president to further mobilize the armed forces, likely for deployment to South Africa, and to revive past war production policies. If it's total war they want, it's total war they'll have. Well, not from us, they won't. We're barely able to function. But hey, the fuel is growing. That's a good news. We'll have to do these limited operations because we just can't manage more. But one is certain, we're gonna push on Bormann. Okay, Goering reclaimed some territory. That's good, because they will be more interested in fighting each other now. Okay, you guys are all drilling. I would really like it if I could turn you into... Well, if we get that anti-tank equipment, we will be able to do this, because we are producing what we need for that. And with those 1500 extra arms, we should be fine. You're moving there, you are supporting, so this is going well. Okay, they threw in another unit. But that won't help them as we are pushing at them too heavily. Okay, let's make sure that our fuel is always increasing for the next few months, because we need a reserve for a bigger offensive. Okay, Wurzburg is 10 points. Okay, now could we do this? What would the effect be on the fuel? Okay, that is actually a higher daily consumption than our daily gain, but Operation Moscow has robbed Special Forces Shishki. Okay, so Operation Zone Moscow has a 1. Council of the Russian Republic declares war on Operation Zone Moscow. Okay, you guys have fairly extended your power. Yeah, Council of the Russian Republic is gonna make you regret that. Okay, and we finished improved anti-air equipment. Okay, so now we have Cobra missile, and the next one, I think getting the infantry anti-tank is a wise choice next, because we have quite significantly had relied on that when fighting heavy targets. So let's put the improved anti-air equipment. Oh, it gives a huge defense bonus, 2.5, breakthrough 2. Oh, you actually gave more, breakthrough 4, soft attack 4. You give way less soft attack. Air attack 7. Air attack 1. Wow! Okay, so this actually means that this is way better for us in our current situation. This is of course better as far as anti-air goes, but yeah, let's keep producing what we have now. That's the first. Okay. Now, do we want to launch an attack on Erfurt? You think we might want to. Same thing here with Halle, because that's a place where we need to get. Then Bormann has a lot of these Birgerwehr units. So let's take Halle and Erfurt next. We'll just push these guys out. Okay, you threw in some motorized units, but we should be doing good. Okay, daily consumption is now kind of big. Wait, what's going on here? Oh! I actually managed to reinforce here. Okay, let's stop this attack and launch it again. This is not what was supposed to happen, and the attack in Erfurt has stopped? What the hell? No, we wanted to take Erfurt. How come you stopped? Get in there. Okay, we've taken Erfurt. And we are... Jesus, man, they just keep throwing units in. The Republic of Pavlodar declared war on the Khanate of Koshetaw. More chaos. Well, we have lost any potential puppet in England. HMML are victorious in the English Civil War. Her Majesty's most loyal resistants have announced their triumph over the collaborationist government of Alec Douglas Home and the German garrison of Cornwall, sweeping across England from victory to victory under the leadership of Claude Achinleck. The free English government intent to restore the democracy so cruelly ended by the Reich decades ago. Rumored to be supported by the Organization of Free Nations, thus represents an undeniable defeat for German interests in Northern Europe. Though whether to loose alliance of revolutionaries that made up HMMLR can work together in peacetime remains to be seen. Actually, it looks like the Ordnungsstaat is no longer at war with France. Yeah, they have a truce. And they gained a significant amount of territory for them, including North Paris. Yeah, they took like part of Paris, half of Paris, north of Seine, and Versailles and South Paris is still part of France. Okay, so Erfurt has been taken. For some reason you guys are just not helping here. So let's just do that, okay? I still have a bit of a fuel reserve. 1964 Winter Olympics a success. Well, color me surprised. With current events as tense as ever, respite has finally arrived with the Winter Olympics in Calgary, Canada. Though to be an organization thought to be an organizational impossibility due to just having 3 months to prepare, Calgary has shown it can be just as good of a host as the snowy mountainous town of Innsbruck, Austria, forced to give up the event due to the German Civil War. The games attracted great public attention and with their success brought some much needed pride to the nation, all despite not as many nationals attending as in previous games. Calgary kept the events as exciting as ever. In the end, the top teams have proven to be Finland with an overwhelming 14 gold medals, the United States with 5 gold, and the home nation of Canada with 4. Operation Zone Adolfstadt has robbed SPG winners of Destiny's Blessing. Okay, the nations are actually starting to form. Adolfstadt is doing good. Ex-Commissariat Ukraine is still existing, which I mean is a success in its own. Okay, now they're attacking here, which is fine. So, I'm gonna end the episode here. We've done some movement, we've reclaimed some fuel. The good news is that we are actually managing to keep our units very well equipped. What we are not doing good is with anti-air equipment at this point. Prototype anti-air. Walk per day, defree per day. 1.5. Yeah, this is cheaper and better for our situation, but we'll probably have to throw in some more factories. I don't really have any to spare at this point. And we've done some minor offensives against Bormann's Germany, which makes me happy. As I mentioned before, I know this sounds weird, but in a tribe war like this, I want to keep them evenly matched so that they can still fight each other and they do not, at any point gang up on me or manage to take the upper hand. For example, if Bormann's Germany would now be invading Göring's Germany and they could take Breslau and maybe some other places, they could swallow it and then we would have a much bigger, much harder enemy to face. Even if not in the beginning, eventually they could use the industrial production to put together a much fiercer resistance than they can now. So let's not do that. Let's keep saving fuel. Let's keep pushing slowly, blocking their units on our border. And once we're going to be done, actually, you know what? Let's finish the arms from our brothers. I know that I said I'm gonna end it, but I want this equipment because that is going to be important for our future steps, and I'd like to take them at the beginning of the next episode. 13th of February. Okay, arms from our brothers. Our contacts throughout Germany have proved the most valuable so far, but we still need more help if we are going to triumph. We need, more than anything, guns. For the time being, we have the men, but we don't have enough rifles to go around, and some of our weapons in use are woefully out of date. We need to lean on our contacts. Whether firearms or loyalists can scrounge up and smuggle to whatever firearms or loyalists can scrounge up and smuggle to our occupied territories needs to get here at once. We can't hope to compete with our rivals if we don't have basic firearms to face them. So we just gained 2,000 units of improved infantry rifle, 1,000 of basic anti-tank equipment, and 1,500 of German support equipment. Amazing. So now let's go with arms from our neighbors. Kingdom of Sweden, Republic of Finland. Yeah, I'm not sure if they are gonna help, but we'll try it. Anyway, in the next episode we are going to investigate how we're gonna boost our forces. I still think it would be worth taking advantage of these units and maybe use them as a new kind of unit. If we could switch them now. Yeah, we're missing anti-air equipment, but if we could get them to be what we need them to be, they could very well be the offensive army that we need. Well, we'll see how it's gonna go. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.